Jason.
And this is the Perfectly Screwed Podcast. That's right. Real soon, Jason, within the next month, we have got to start, the next month and a half or so, we have got to start writing, planning, and doing, and I'm putting it out there, our next Christmas special. And I'm going to try something this year, possibly, that we haven't done in previous years. I'm going to try to film it.
Okay.
We're going to get ourselves maybe a green screen back here, and or some type of screening that I can put up to film, and we will do filming as well as recording.
You'd give everybody a look at the North Pole.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's all going to work. I don't know if it is going to work, but it's an idea I have, and we're going to try it.
See what happens.
This will be, our fourth one, right? Yeah, fourth Christmas special this year. Yeah.
Coming up. It'll be here before you know it, bud.
Well, enjoy it. So anyways, I wanted to give a shout out about, I forgot to say it last episode, but our Romanian listeners, for their Romanian episode, they said they loved it. So I want to thank our Romanian listeners out there.
Good.
That did like it. We did it especially for you, so glad you enjoyed yourself.
Tell your Romanian friends.
Tell everybody.
Yeah.
Hell, you might not even be in Romania anymore, but tell whoever's around you, please, listen to the podcast. God knows me and Jason would like it. Because, see, me and Jason, we make no money off of this. And we don't do it for the money, though. We do it for the people. And because we have fun doing it.
People person.
Yeah, sure. So, but speaking of money, I wanted to bring up a new sponsor we have today.
Okay.
Now, Jason, have you ever had a dirty carpet? Just a filthy carpet.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. And some people, they have carpets in their house. They get dirty occasionally.
Get pets.
Right. Pets get them dirty.
It's raining outside, buddy. Yeah.
Especially if you have a cat. Pussy shed like crazy, Jason. But see, there's a service now that does better than Stanley Steamer. They do better than any other service I've ever seen. And personally, they're my favorite.
Okay.
And that's Little Beaver Carpet Cleaner.
Really?
Yeah, Little Beaver does an amazing job. They will make sure your rugs, that your carpet is clean, fresh, fluffy, ready to go, perfect for any kind of activity you want to do on that carpet.
Awesome.
And I love Little Beaver. I mean, I don't know about you, but I love me a Little Beaver.
I mean, I used to go with Stanley Steamer, but here lately I've been going with Little Beaver.
Well, there's nothing like a Little Beaver,
No, there's not.
I mean, Little Beaver is where it's at.
They come in, they're quick, they're clean.
I've always been quick with a Little Beaver.
Right, they're fresh.
So, anyways, if your carpet's dirty, they
really do a good job around the trim, too.
Yeah, they do a hell of a job around the trim.
Yes, they do.
They also clean upholstery and clothes, Little Beaver does.
I actually had a Little Beaver in my car.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they did a hell of a job in the car.
Oh, it's...
I mean, me personally, I love Little Beaver in my car.
Yeah, I've never seen it so clean.
Yes. And you know what? When they did my clothes, I had an old muff, and they made that muff sparkle like I have never seen it before.
I can't say enough good things about Little Beaver.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing like a Little Beaver.
After they were done in my car, they gave it that new car smell.
Oh, yeah. The smell from Little Beaver is amazing.
It is.
Anyways, if you have...
Especially when it's kept up right.
Yeah, that's right. So if you have a dirty carpet and you want it to smell fresh, or you have a dirty muff like I did, just call Little Beaver.
Little Beaver will take care of you.
Yeah, Little Beaver will take care of you every single time.
Mention Brian and Jason, and they may give you a discount. I mean, I can't guarantee it, but but we've been known to get discounts on Little Beaver.
Yeah, yeah. I've gotten discounts on Little Beaver plenty of times.
Uh-huh.
So anyways, today we're going to talk about a little bit of Paranormal Hill. I said hill.
Paranormal Hill?
Hill. Oh my fucking God, we're starting already, aren't we? If you've never played the game, God damn it. Boy!
Where's that at? Where's that located?
Paranormal Hill. It's over next to Blueberry Hill.
Paranormal Hill.
Oh God, I found my thrill on Paranormal Hill.
So yeah, that's a good segue into the
drinking game.
Rules for the drinking game.
Fuck my dumbass.
Brian fucks up a word or just a person, place, or thing.
Completely says a different word. If I fuck up a word or say anything different than what I'm supposed to, please take a shot, drink a beer, anything. You know, as badly as that one was fucked up, I believe that deserves me to chug this whole fucking beer.
Go, yeah.
Because that was a fuck up beyond belief. I mean, I can't even, look, I'm even going to stand up for everybody in the fucking audience so you can see this.
For Paranormal Hill. He just gets a little excited sometimes, folks.
Here. Okay.
Polished.
We're doing a paranormal episode today.
Okay.
I'm going to say episode because if I say hill again, I'm going to feel like a dumbass. So we're doing a paranormal episode today. Now, almost everybody, I would assume, and I know you have seen the movie The Exorcist.
Right.
So today I thought we'd do, see, a lot of people don't know, that's actually based, loosely mind you, but it is based on a case that took place in the 1940s.
Okay.
And it was the exorcism of a 14-year-old boy named Ronald Doe, or Roland. Roland Doe. Roland Doe. See, that wasn't a fuck up, ladies and gentlemen. I did not fuck that up. I just misread his name, because Roland and Ronald, really close.
Roland Hill.
Roland Hill. Roland Hill. Roland Doe. So
D-O-E?
D-O-E. Yeah.
Wow.
Like Doe, like a deer.
John Doe.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, John Doe. Yeah, but it's Roland.
Okay.
So if his name was John, it'd be John Doe. But it's Roland.
Roland Doe.
Roland Doe.
Rolling in the dough.
Rolling in the dough. Anyways, in the late 1940s, in the United States.
Ooh,
boy!
That
was
shot.
Close. God damn,
That's probably half a shot. I mean,
damn.
you said Steve. He caught himself.
I caught myself.
I'm going to give him a break because he did just
Christ.
down a beer. But he said United Steve.
I'll take a sip, though.
Steve.
I did say Steve. States. Again, I want the audience to understand this. I do 2 episodes at a time, so I've downed a lot of beers already. Thank you. So, in the late 1940s, in the United States, priests of the Catholic Church performed a series of exorcisms on an anonymous boy. So, really, his name wasn't Roland Doe. We don't know his real name. They never released what his real name is.
Okay.
But they gave him the pseudonym of Roland Doe.
Okay.
So, they documented it under Roland Doe. They also called him Robbie Mannheim. Why the fuck they called him Robbie Mannheim, I don't know, but okay, we'll go with that. I'm sure his name was something near Roland or Robbie or Ryan, something like that. But the 14-year-old boy was said to be a victim of demonic possession, and the events were recorded by the attending priest, Raymond J. Bishop. Subsequent supernatural claims surrounding the events were used as elements in William Peter Blately's 1971 novel, The Exorcist, which was later made into a movie in 1973. In 2021, the Skeptical Inquirer reported that the of Roland Doe was Ronald Edwin Hunkler. So, his real name was Ronald. I was right the first time. God, I'm good. See, that's where I got confused. Because I must, I read this before, clearly. So, Roland, Ronald, it was all in my head.
Robbie.
Yeah, his name was Ronald Edwin Hunkler.
Okay.
So, in mid-1949, several newspaper articles printed anonymous reports of the alleged possession and exorcism. The sources of these reports is thought to be the family's former pastor, Luther Miles Schultz. According to one account, a total of 48 people witnessed this exorcism, 9 of them Jesuit priests. The last surviving eyewitness was Father Walter H. Halloran. Thomas B. Allen wrote in a diary wrote that a diary kept by attending priest Raymond J. Bishop detailed the exorcism performed on Ronald. Speaking in 2013, Allen emphasized the definitive proof that the boy known as Robbie was possessed by malevolent spirits. According to Allen, Halloran also expressed his skepticism about potential paranormal events before his death. When asked in an interview to make a statement verifying that the boy had actually been demonically possessed, Halloran responded, "No, I can't go on record for that. I don't really know what actually happened. It is the weirdest exorcism I've ever seen, and I don't feel qualified to examine what really happened." So, according to this Allen guy, who read the diaries of the priests and everything, there was an Aunt Harriet, and she died. And Aunt Harriet was Ronald's aunt, and she died. And they started experiencing strange noises after she died, and then furniture moving around. And there would be ordinary objects such as vases flying or levitating whenever the boy was near them. The family turned to their Lutheran pastor for help. His name was Miles Schultz. Miles arranged for the boy to spend the night in his home to observe him. Yeah, I'm sure that's the only reason Miles wanted the boy in his home.
Yeah.
Yeah, Catholic priest. Hey, let me tell you, why don't you let Ronald come over here? He can sleep in my bed. That way I can observe him.
Yeah.
Hey, Ronald, I think you're possessed. Let me just slide it in, Ronnie.
There's definitely something inside of you, Ronald.
Yes. If there isn't, there is now, boy. Let me teach you how to get them demons out you.
Yeah.
Get on your knees, pray to God, pray to God.
Slide them demons in and out.
Yeah, open that mouth, Ronnie. I'm gonna make you pray to God, boy. Squeal like a pig for me, Ronnie. Call me Pastor Schultz. Call me Pastor Schultz.
Oh, God.
God damn. Jesus. Woo. Hey, Jason. What's the difference between Woody from Toy Story and a Catholic priest? Woody gets soft when a kid comes in a room. Anyways. Okay. So back to the story. Schultz claimed he witnessed household objects and furniture moving by themselves whenever Ronald was in the room. Some people thought that Schultz was exaggerating the fact, but Schultz then advised the boy's parents to see a different Catholic priest and possibly ask for an exorcism. Then, according to stories, the boy underwent a number of exorcisms. Edward Hughes conducted an exorcism on Ronald at Georgetown University Hospital. During the exorcism, the boy slipped one of his hands out of the restraints, broke a bed spring from under the mattress, then used it as a weapon and slashed the priest's arm.
Wow.
And they halted the exorcism ritual. Yeah, I guess they would.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's flying around. I mean, dude, he pulled his arm out of the restraint, ripped the bed spring out of the goddamn mattress, man, and then slashes this motherfucker. You know how strong you gotta be to go through fabric, grab a bed spring that is now mounted to wood.
After you already ripped out of the restraint.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's mounted to wood. Those bed springs are. Rip it out of the fucking mattress and slash it. And this is a 14-year-old kid.
Damn.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So the family then traveled to St. Louis, where Ronald's cousins contacted one of his professors at St. Louis University, who in turn spoke to William S. Borden, an associate of College Church. Together, both priests visited Ronald in his relative's home, where they allegedly observed the bed shaking, flying objects flying through the room, the boy speaking in different language than he knew, a guttural voice, and the boy then had an aversion to anything sacred, including holy water, crosses, or anything spoken from the Bible. At that point, Bowdern was granted permission from the Archbishop to perform another exorcism. The exorcism took place at the Alexan Brothers Hospital in South St. Louis, Missouri. Before the next exorcism ritual began, another priest, Walter Holleran, was called to the God damn it!
Psychiatric.
Fuck! Take you a shot.
Shot.
Shot, 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 shot. Psychiatric. I almost fucked that up again. Psychiatric wing of the hospital, where he was asked to assist Bowdern. Then they called in another priest, William Vanroo. And he was called in to assist. Halloran stated that during this scene, the boy screamed words such as evil and hell, along with other various marks that started to appear on the teenager's body. So they said as they were watching this, right? The words, the boy started screaming evil and hell, and when he would scream them, they would be written on his body in marks. They would see him write themselves out on his body, and then different marks, upside down crosses and different things would appear all over his body.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
So then they started doing the Litany of the Saints portion of the exorcism ritual, and the mattress levitated and began to shake. Ronald also broke Halloran the priest's nose during the process. So, yeah.
So these priests were taking some abuse.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, so not only did they have like 4 priests over a 2-week period doing this, but he broke a priest's nose. They said they saw the bed levitate, shake, move. They saw objects being thrown at him. Words started appearing, hell and evil and all kinds of shit all over this boy's body. He was speaking in languages they didn't understand.
Slash one with a bed spring.
He slashed the one before with the bed spring, yes. And, you know, I mean, It's just insane. So they also said, anytime this boy was around, that things would fly around, hit things, like dishes would fly, hit families. They said after the exorcism, though, the boy was completely normal. I mean, it took like 14 days.
So they were able to.
Yeah, they were able to
exorcise
the demon. Yeah.
No shit.
But as they prayed, Robbie's reactions became extreme. He seized up violently. He began to struggle. He would rip his arms out of the restraints. Words started appearing on his body. He would also contort in ways that were not natural. Like he would, they said, arc to a point where your body couldn't move that way.
Yeah.
His head would spin to the side where it's not possible for your body to move that way. His spine would bend. They said in almost a U shape. Like an impossible shape.
Yeah, yeah.
And he would spit in their faces. He told them that he was Satan. Anytime they put holy water on him, he screamed in a high, diabolical, high-pitched voice. He would fight. And then they said the bishop who was there said that he actually saw a picture of Satan or a demon appear out of nowhere on the boy's leg during one of the prayers, and hell manifested on his chest.
Jesus.
He also ripped his hands out of the restraint, and that's when he punched the priest Haller in the nose, and he broke his nose. He would speak in tongues, and he would break restraints repeatedly and throw objects at the priest, and they had to continually hold him down, re-restrain him.
Yeah.
So they tried calling in psychiatrists. They said, we're out of here, we're done. No,
yeah.
Fuck this, we're done.
Right.
We're not dealing with this shit. So on Easter, it was interesting because it actually happened on Easter. On Easter Monday, April 18th, 1949, Robbie awoke in a fit at the hospital. Bodrin had continued the rites of exorcism, placing holy items in the boy's hands, around his neck and around his body. The exorcist then demanded to know the name of the demon who was possessing Robbie. The fit continued, according to the bishop, as the demon mocked Bodrin, saying, he has to say one more word, one little word. I mean, one big word. He'll never say it. I'm going to always be in him. I may not have much power always, but I will always be in him, and he will never say a word unless I allow him to. Fuck you, Father.
Damn.
Yeah!
Okay.
Like, ah!
Yeah.
Fuck you, buddy. I'll do what I want. Not tell you my name. Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day, Father Bowden.
So they never got the name?
Hold on. So Bowden and the priest assisting him persisted. Shortly before midnight, the priest heard a different male voice come from Robbie, and it said, Satan, Satan, I am Saint Michael, and I command you, Satan, and the other evil spirits in this boy's body to leave the body immediately in the name of Dominus. Immediately. I said, now, now, now. Moments after, this different voice came out of Robbie that said they were Saint Michael. He woke up. The boy told the priest, oh my God, he's gone. He said, I had a dream that Saint Michael the Archangel was battling the devil and demons inside of me to free me. They also said that at the time that they heard the Saint Michael thing, a loud sound like a gunshot came from all around the room where Robbie was standing. Like a boom. Like they said, it sounded like a fucking shotgun going off inside the room when he said this. So, after the exorcism, the archdiocese closed the matter. And they never spoke publicly about the events to protect Ronald's identity. And they considered that it was closed from that point on. Blady changed key facts about the exorcism in his book and in the film to protect Ronald's identity. He even made it a girl and things like that. So, Robbie actually led a good life. He grew up after this to marry. He started a family, had a successful career. And he was never troubled by anything else and lived to be 70 years old.
Oh, wow.
And then Baudrin, who was the priest, William S. Baudrin, who's the one who did most of the exorcism, he stayed as a priest until 1983 when he died. So basically everything worked out. I mean, but yeah, they went through some hell with that one, boy. I mean, that's crazy shit.
Yeah.
I see why he made a movie about it.
Absolutely.
And wrote a book about it, because fuck.
Because it seems like he was actually possessed.
Something was going on.
Yeah.
You know, me, myself, I don't necessarily believe in hell because, you know, we've done a podcast on it before, and hell was invented by the author who wrote the Divine Comedy. Up until that, there was never any mention in the Bible or any other text of demons or Satan or anything like that. I mean, the Old Testament doesn't even talk about it. You know, it doesn't talk about hell or Satan or anything. And then the Divine Comedy came out by Dante. Dante. We'll just call him Dante because I can't pronounce his last name. But he's the one that invented hell and Satan and all of that. And once he came up with that concept, you know, at the time they were writing the New Testament, and the Roman Catholic Church kind of grabbed onto it and ran with it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have a problem believing in hell and demons because of that. But do I think there are evil spirits in the universe and the realm? Of course.
Yeah.
You know, whether, you know, and they're probably, you know, those evil spirits could be ex-humans, something like that. But can they possess people? It's very possible. And
sure.
Could they possibly say they're demons just to get more scare factor out of people? Very possible again.
Yeah.
You know, so. But, you know, it is what it is. It also could have been he was schizophrenic. Who fucking knows? You know, maybe he had a disease where he thought he was possessed. And,
yeah.
You know, who knows what goes on.
But you wonder, like, where the supernatural strength comes from.
Yeah, and the marks.
Yeah.
And things like that, you know. And I'm not saying he wasn't tormented by a ghost. Because, you know, me and you both believe in ghosts. We both believe in paranormal activity like that. So I'm not saying he wasn't being tormented by a spirit. It's very possible. They said it only happened after his aunt died, who was a known anti-person for the church. She didn't like the church.
Right.
So is it possible his aunt's spirit came there and attached to the boy?
Very possible.
You know, and a lot of these poltergeist things happen to these prepubescent children. Mm-hmm. We find this a lot. And they think it's something to do with psychic ability from developing brains at that age. And it usually is male children. You know, so it you know, all those things can possibly be part of it.
Yeah.
And we know with poltergeist activity, things can show up on the body. You know, they've documented that too.
Yeah, that's wild, man.
You know? So, Anyways, this was our episode on Roland Doe, also known as Ronald. And I hope you liked it, and we will see you next time.
Later.